Hey there everyone, it's Vicki Howell and I am here to show you how to do the Foundation Half-Double Crochet that's called for in my So Comfy fingerless mitts. These were featured in box 34 for Yarn Yay in February, but this is really a good stitch not only for this pattern, but really any crochet pattern that has a cuff. I always recommend foundation stitches instead of traditional chain because it gives a lot more stretch than a regular chain will. So what a foundation half double crochet is, or any foundation stitch means, is that you are creating both the chain and essentially the first row at the same time. So let me get started. So these are worked in a boucle yarn. I'm going to show you how to work it with this yarn, and then I'll show you again with a smoother yarn just so you have the visuals, but I just want you to see how it works either way. So I've got this is Knit Collage Serenity, and we're going to get started the same way that we always would with crochet, with a slip knot. And then from here, adjust my shot a little bit. From here, we want to make this single crochet, or excuse me, the slip knot. We want to chain 3, so just as you normally would. 3. And then we want to yarn over and insert the hook. Let me see if I can bring it up closer for you to see. In that first chain. So it'll be the third chain from the hook, but the first one that you actually made. Yarn over again, pull through. So now you have 3 loops on the hook. Now for a regular half double crochet at this point we would yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, but we are doing a foundation half double crochet, so that means we need to yarn over and pull through just the first loop. That creates the chain, so this is the bottom edge. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through 3 loops like we normally would, and that completes it. Okay, so from here we won't be working with chains, regular chains at all anymore, like we did with that initial chain 3. We are going to be working in the chain that was created through our foundational chain. So what that means is we're going to yarn over, I'm going to bring this real close. This is the chain that we created in our foundational half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to insert our hook under the stitches or under the loops of that chain, and we pull through. So all that first step does is get you to the next position. So we're there, and now we need to yarn over and pull through 1 loop. That creates that chain, that foundation chain. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and that completes the foundation half double crochet. So you would just keep continuing with that step again and again until your piece was as long as it needs to be. Now I'm going to show you on some smoother yarn because that's a little bit or difficult to see that way. So first I'm going to show you what a piece looks like with a few stitches worked. So what you'll see is you're creating a piece where this is the chain bottom and this is the half double crochet, but we're just doing it all at one time. And here's why it is stretchier than a regular chain would be, and then half double crochet worked into it, is because you are working them at the same time. It's the same tension, it takes the same amount of space. You're not working a larger stitch into a smaller stitch as you would if you were working 1 row at a time. Okay, so I'm going to start from the beginning with this piece as well. We are going to make our slip knot. We are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, from here we are going to yarn over, insert our hook in that first chain, so the 3rd chain from the hook. Yarn over, pull through. Now we're established where we need to be. Now we're going to yarn over, pull through 1. That creates that chain. Let's finish with the half double crochet by yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops. Okay, so that is, now we're set up. So from here we're going to be working in essentially what that chain is that we created. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go under the loops of the stitch. Oops, I split this the wool, let's try that again, through the loops of the stitch, yarn over, pull through 1. That gets us to where we need to be in our position. So now we are going to make that chain 1 by just pulling through 1 loop, yarn over. Let's finish it off with the half double crochet by pulling through 3. And that is the step that you will just lather, rinse, repeat. So again, we see where our chain is. You flip it over. You can really see that stitch there. We're going to yarn over, dive through it, yarn over, pull through. Now we're established. Now let's create our chain, yarn over, pull through 1, and let's finish off with the half double crochet, yarn over, pull through 3. And you're just going to do that all the way around, and then if you're working for a cuff, you'll join them later. If you're making the So Comfy fingerless mitts, I will explain how to do that, but if you're just practicing, just keep going until you feel like you've got the steps down. All right, that's all there is to it.